Oh, and we're live, folks. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back with the new video, the new information. Today, I'm going to talk about how to know where you're at spiritually, how to start your spiritual journey, things of that nature. This is not a video where I'm going to knock on people that lack like spirituality or nothing. This is not an attack on anybody. I'm just going to let you know where you may or may not be at. Yeah, and in regards to your spiritual journey, how you may want to go about things and how to know where you're at, your spiritual powers and whatnot. So the first things first, how to know where you're at spiritually, to know if you have any type of balance, from emotions and logic. And if you take the time out the day to treat yourself, basically how you take care of yourself. So if you're not really taking care of yourself or not giving yourself the treatment that you need, and taking care of your well-being and whatnot. I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say lack of anything. You may not be on a spiritual scale as other people may be. If you're not eating the right fruits. Basically, if you want to start on a simple level, you can start eating fruits and vegetables. You can start fasting. You're taking care of your body. Once you take care of your body, you're not just taking care of yourself on a physical scale. You're taking care of yourself on a spiritual scale as well. And things of that nature. Starting by eating fruits, drinking water, exercising, taking care of your body physically will give you mental, emotional, and like spiritual health. Spiritual effects, like positive effects spiritually too as well, not just physically. So you can take that in mind. You can keep that in mind. The next thing, if you're connecting with yourself, if you're taking the time out your day to connect with yourself, like meditate, or just do absolutely nothing, because the best ideas come from when you're alone. Also, you got to learn how to be alone as well, and you're taking care of yourself as well. That's another way to take care of yourself. I know I might be rambling right now. I just woke up, but it's alright. It's whatever. Just getting this off. But yeah, you're taking the time to do nothing, or you're taking the time to focus. That's how you're starting to come in yourself spiritually. You starting to connect with the spirit. You're starting to connect with the soul. We're all a breakdown of three. If you want to go to metaphysics and spirituality, we all come from three: the body, the soul, and the spirit. We start off with the spirit, then the next layer is the soul, and the third layer is the flesh, the body, the physical, the third dimensional object shape that we transform we put ourselves into. So that's how we start taking care of each and every one of them on its own. We're gonna start to come in tune with the universe, the world around us, the spiritual guides that we may need, whatever. But yeah, this is I'm giving you a breakdown of starting your spiritual journey as well, and to know where you're at. Another thing, you start to receive messages from the universe, or in this instant, God, whatever you want to do, however we kicking it spiritually, whether it's religion or not, even atheism. You're starting to receive messages that seem like coincidental or whatnot, but you start seeing these numbers like maybe 111, all these ones. If you come across a couple ones, that means you need to connect with yourself. You need to find yourself spiritual. So that's when you see a bunch of ones, that's what that means. That's the only one I can think of right now. But back on the top, you start to receive messages from the universe, God, or whatnot, whether it's through visions, knowing, a gut feeling, or what's the last one? Did I say hearing? Hearing. Alright, so I'm just gonna break these all down. There's like 4 spiritual powers you can gain. The first one is clairaudience. I'm gonna talk about clairaudience is the ability to hear messages from guiding spirits, God, whatnot. Claircognizance is to know a subject before even hearing it. So You know, you can hear somebody talk about something. You already know. You can just scratch the surface of what it is subconsciously, and have that connection to it. You can just hear like a sentence or a few words like, "Oh, I know what you're talking about." The next thing is clairvoyance, is where you get visions. So you may envision something, and it may happen before you. So that's what. And clairsentience is the gut feelings. Hey, how you doing? But yeah, clairsentience is the gut feeling that you get. So it's your gut feeling, it's your intuition talking to you. You know, an example of that is, you have a bad feeling, you don't go out that night. You know, you plan on going out. You have a weird feeling like, I don't want to go out today. Let's plan something else. Let's plan another time. So, and later on, you discover maybe a car accident happens, and you're like, oh gosh, and it's gonna be at the place that you were going to. It's gonna be on the route that you're gonna take to get to that place, get to that club, whatever you're going to, wherever you're going to, and you know it's a car accident happens, and you're like, oh, I'm glad I missed out on that. An example of what's it called? Clairsentience, you know, hearing. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't go out. Yeah, hearing messages. You can hear messages from like spirits, you know, or gods. This is like prophetic abilities. Everyone can obtain these abilities. It's nothing like that you cannot reach. You know, if you take the care of yourself on a physical, emotional scale, you'll start to adapt and get these abilities from different sources. You know, you can always look at videos, you can always read books, you can always read articles. There's so much information out here to touch on this stuff. You know, you have people like me that are willing to teach you about this stuff. This might be a long live. You know, I can go all day talking about this. But you know, once you start taking care of yourself, it's different. Everyone's different. Like I'm not gonna say I don't have to do any of this stuff, but I can come across this stuff pretty easily, pretty naturally. And you know, versus someone else that may need to, fast. Burning sages is good too, because it cleanses your house of evil and demonic spirits. You know, that you may come intact at home. You know, it may help. It may help the brokenness of the household as well. So, you know, you can burn sages or whatnot if you want to get all majestic and stuff with it. You can do rituals. You know, or prayer helps, because that prayer and affirmations help, because you're coming into and you're seeking guidance from a higher being, so a higher spirit and whatnot, and that higher spirit can guide you into doing what you need to do that helps you evolve. But there are instances there you may come in contact with a demon, because demons can come to contact you in any spiritual way as well. So you gotta be mindful of that. If you come across spirits that either bring you down or try to lead you into doing something that is not within your heart space, then you shouldn't be listening to them or doing what they're telling you to do. You know, there's a Snapchat notification right there, and it's been there for 5 minutes. I'm not going to touch my phone because, it's been like a habit of my phone falling during live, so we're not going to touch it. But, like, back on the subject. So, demons are just lower vibrational spirits and energies that you can come in contact. Anyone can be a demon, honestly. Demons can inhabit people's bodies. They can inhabit, different forms of attacks against you. So anything that can cause you to go to a low vibration is a demonic spirit. And an angelic vibration is anything that uplifts you and vibrates you higher than you're usually at, or that you are naturally at. Some of us are naturally upbeat and we just naturally vibrate high. Some of us, I'm not gonna say we naturally just vibrate low, but we vibrate at a normal state. But there are naturally upbeat people in life, and I'm one of them. And what's next? Some of us are in a low depressed state. Some people are in a low depressed state. So they may not necessarily be demons, because we can't say people that are depressed are demons, because they can have, it's all where the heart space is at the end of the day. The heart chakra is the most important chakra in the body, and it's also it also receives and gives off messages just like your brain. Neurocardiology, folks, and it's like your heart talks to your brain, and it sends and receives messages to you. You get messages from your heart just like your brain. And then when they're in conflict, I said this before, and when they're in conflict, you may not know what to do and you'll be lost. So be mindful of that. If something happens to you, like say a breakup happens, and your heart hurts, but your brain is making it okay, making it seem like it's okay, you are now in conflict with yourself, because your heart is hurt, but your brain is like, oh, it's fine. So you're going to be indecisive. You may not know what to do at all in these type of situations. So be mindful of what you're feeding yourself internally on an emotional scale and a mental scale, because it will affect you physically and spiritually. But yeah, like I was saying about the depression, you may not want to classify anyone that is being depressed as demonic, because you do not know where their heart is. Even if someone that has their stuff together too, someone that's like high, you should not automatically classify them as an angel, because you do not know where their heart is. Your heart is the main focal point of your spiritual guidance, because you're following your heart in the process. That's a vital point in your spiritual journey. You're following your heart and not your ego. Your ego is here to protect us, and your ego can get you in a lot of trouble. That's just something saying. But if you follow your heart, it will either lead you. It will lead you it will lead you along your journey to do what is right and what is best to you in your best interest. But yeah, we're just bringing it down. Like someone that is low may have a good heart. So no matter where your heart is, if your heart is in a good place, does not matter where you're at mentally, because you will get to where your heart wants you to go. You will get there. Yeah, you will get there no matter what. So if you're feeling down right now, but you're a decent person and you have a good heart, you will lead yourself to elevation that is necessary where you need to go. It doesn't matter where you're going or where you're at right now. You'll get where you need to be. Just follow your heart. Focus on your passions. Focus on what you love. Become a decent person. Gain empathy. Empathy is important on your spiritual journey, because you may become hypersensitive to other people's emotions and feelings and thoughts. And you might start to pick up on their frequencies and their vibrations. This may lead you to either lose friends along the way and build bigger connections with different people. You may stop hanging around the people that you used to hang around when you're going through your spiritual journey, because they either adapt with you or they go away. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're either going to adapt with you or they're going to go away. So be mindful of that. If you start losing friends during your spiritual journeys, do not feel sad at all. Please don't. You may be hypersensitive, like, why is everybody turning on me or whatnot, blah, blah, blah. But that's just life. Anyway, people are going to adapt with you along the way, or they're going to go away. If they cannot get the energy that they used to get from you, and they're not willing to change and elevate with you, they do not need to be in your life. And they're going to go away anyway, regardless. Like, oh, you changed, man, blah, 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 whatever, blah, blah, blah. They're going to go their separate ways. And that's amazing, because, like they say, when one door closes, another one opens. So, with that being said, why does Facebook randomly want me to tag people? But yeah, with that being said, that's my bad. I just got distracted and caught off guard. But yeah, with that being said, dang, I lost my train of thought. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, Facebook, for throwing me off guard. But with that being said, when people like go out your life, that only brings and opens the door to connect with better people, with stronger and spiritual connections to you, mentally and emotionally as well. So when one door closes, another door opens. When somebody loses the key, another person picks it up and has the key to the switch. I don't know what that analogy was, but you get what I'm saying. So when you lose friends, you will gain more people that have a stronger connection to you. Over the years, I have met amazing people, and I've met more people along the way than I have lost people. So it's all about where your heart is, and it's all about what the energies that you give off. How to know you're about to start your spiritual journey? I know I didn't have it in the title, but how to know that you're about to start a spiritual journey is that you're starting to question everything that you've been taught through the years. So whatever you've been taught through the years, you are now starting to question everything, and you're starting to see the world as it is, for what it is, and you're just like, oh, dang, the world's pretty messed up. And it's either you're going to ignore it, or you're going to either change it, try to change it. If you ignore it, I'm not going to say you lack spirituality in a way, but you may lack like empathy. But this is how you develop a conscious. This is how you become consciously aware anyway. This is how you become woke, or whatnot. If you realize the world is in a bad state and it needs to change, it's either you're gonna act on it, or you're gonna go the other way about it. Like, whatever. Because some people will go the other way about it. Because like, man, they see how life is now. They see society. Like, people really don't care about this stuff. Whatever. I'm not gonna even waste my time bothering myself. That's dope, because you're looking out for yourself too. There's nothing wrong with that. You're looking out for yourself too first. Jinx. It happened, but whatever. But yeah, as I was saying, it's either, some people, you have to take care of yourself first. You have to put yourself first in situations on your spiritual journey, because this is your journey. This is no one else's. This is your freedom. You're free to do what you want. You're free to live your life how it is and how you want to live it. So that's another vital point. But I may just get off now, because that phone falling blew me. And then I've been on here for a minute. I'm not gonna be able to edit it on my phone. I gotta find a software for my laptop. But yeah, these are key points of how to start your spiritual journey and how to know where you're at spiritually. I'm just gonna go over the 9 dimensions real quick before I get off. So, how to know where you're at spiritually. If you're on a first level scale, you're taking care of yourself and you're doing what's best for you. If you're on a second level degree of spirituality, you're starting to care for others and you're starting to do right by others. And third dimensional spiritual scale, you're starting to care for your environment and what is going on in your environment. Fourth dimensional spiritual scale, you're starting to judge your surroundings. You're starting to understand and judge your surroundings. Fifth dimensional spiritual scale, you're starting to utilize your judgment. You're starting to use your judgment in a that can benefit society and the environment as a whole. The sixth dimensional spiritual scale, you're starting to become an authority figure. You're starting to become the law or anything of that nature. You're starting to enforce rules upon the people. No, maybe not enforce, but you're starting to set rules for people to follow. Seventh dimensional spiritual scale, you're starting to manifest. You're starting to use the power to manifest and whatnot. Eighth dimensional spiritual scale, you're starting to experience what you manifest. In the ninth dimensional spiritual scale, you're starting to gain wisdom and knowledge for other people, and you're able to teach it. So that's all. So thank you guys. I love you guys. Peace and blessings to my soul family. I hope you guys have an amazing day. It's Spiritual Sunday, and I had to talk about this. But thank you guys. I'm out. Peace.